Hello, everybody. Once again, we are Real Talk. I'm Aaron King. Alongside me is my partners in crime, Emmitt Thomas and Bobby Horton.
Hey, welcome back, Emmitt. We missed you,
welcome
man.
back. He's been sick for a little bit.
It feels good to be back, man.
It's good for you to be back.
I was a little hurt I couldn't talk about that Mariota Monday night performance.
But I did give you a shout-out, though.
I saw that.
I gave you a shout-out.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Good to have the crew back. And before we start things off, I want to give a quick shout-out to WAPX-FM Clarksville's 91.9 for letting us use their facilities, their microphones, their radio room, everything. And also to our outstanding communications department for allowing us to use these cameras and everything and all this equipment. Appreciate everybody behind the scenes.
Miss Bullis, shout her out too.
Yeah, Miss Bullis. Doc V, who's the general manager of the radio station here. Professor
Steve,
Bullis. Thank you guys. Steve Sawyers. Thank you guys.
That's his last name, Sawyers? That's
so
crazy.
much.
Been working with the guy.
I think it is. If not, I'm going to look really bad.
Been working with the guy for, what, 3 years now?
Right.
That's
You
crazy.
don't know his last name?
I just know Steve.
Well,
Steve,
true.
that's it.
Steve.
Steve is the guy. You know?
Steve.
I know Barry Grasshopper, he's my advisor.
You almost have to know his last name.
have to
You
know
have
Barry.
to.
His last name's all over all your documents.
Right.
True.
So okay. So we're gonna move straight into Austin Peay. I mean, what a game against SEMO.
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
Homecoming.
Here's the scariest part about that game. I was doing the radio cast, and I was so scared they were gonna come back.
I was keeping up with it, like, man. I was saying, my goodness.
You know, it was far enough away to where I could kind of breathe easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they scored that Hoskett through that deep touchdown pass to the back of the end zone.
Man.
And the questionable,
Possession catch.
but that was he got his foot down apparently. There wasn't enough evidence for the OVC crew to talk about reviewing it. So.
I mean, I believe we should have been up by another touchdown because if you paid attention, Tiny ran, it was a sweep, and he didn't step out of bounds.
I think I remember that play.
He didn't step out of
and
bounds.
that was towards the Austin Peay sideline, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he didn't step out of bounds because, of course I'm on camera as
Right.
always, but if you look carefully, even the guys inside the studio said that he didn't step out of bounds. If Austin Peay would have challenged that, we would have won. We had evidence he didn't step out of bounds. It was legit a touchdown, but apparently they didn't challenge it.
Takeaways, man. It was, looking at stats, it was a very kind of even out kind of statistically.
It really was.
Because
No turnovers ever.
first downs, they both converted 21 of them.
Right.
Even. 7 for 14 on third downs for SEMO. Also, Peay 7 for 15. It was a good game.
It was.
But we pulled it out. So big conference win.
Proud of you guys.
Yeah, awesome win, especially at homecoming. Going last week and stealing Tennessee State's homecoming, and then coming home to win your own homecoming. Hey, 2 homecomings is a good year.
This is amazing.
Can we talk about the running game for 325 on the ground?
Hold up, can we talk about Kentel for a second?
325.
Eight rushes for 148 yards.
And
Oh yeah,
touchdown.
And a touchdown.
That kid a monster, bro. I'm sorry. He a
At
problem.
one point in the first half, he had, I believe it was like 5 rushes for close to 140 yards,
Jeez.
and he didn't see the field much after that. Like he did, but he didn't get much. So I guess they didn't give him the rock. I don't know. Then they started using Ahmad Tanner, good running back. Prince Mamadou, Trey Nation. I saw Trey Nation a few times in there. So it was a good, rounded out,
mixed up.
Yeah, running back.
But
core.
it's hard to lose games when you run the ball so efficiently.
Oh, man.
When you can get 325 on the ground and then tack on 199 in the air, that's easy money.
It is.
It's hard to. It's just hard to lose.
It's.
That's like when I played Matt. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Sorry for the people that's watching this. You play against me in Madden. You felt this before. I played legit Austin Peay offense. I'm not gonna lie to you. I played the triple option. When I say that
I will give you that word.
I use
and that's
I don't
on
know.
air.
I'm gonna have to give you that word.
I'm
too,
looking
real
into
quick.
the camera. I'm handing out L's in the Madden.
We're gonna have to put this. I'm gonna hold y'all against that.
All right, what do you?
But like I said, that Austin Peay offense, I'm out here. Mario didn't even have to have over 100 yards passing, and I'd be dubbing people by 21 skunk. Come on now, guys.
You got DeMarco and Derek though.
I don't even use them. My tight end have more rushing yards.
But
than them.
that's how it is with Austin Peay. You got Kentel, you got Trey.
I have my
Prince,
fullback,
you got
and sometimes I put
man.
Delaney Walker back there. It's crazy because my tight end will have more rushing yards and touchdowns than both of my running backs.
How you gonna run with Delaney though?
Hey, either one. He got speed. He not slow. The triple option. Cause look, it's either I can hand it off to the tight end, which is coming across,
Right.
or I can take it with Marcus, or I can pitch it.
Better not pull that hammy.
Right.
Boo.
But back to AP. How y'all think about Oatsfall?
Oh man,
Oatsfall.
he is rocking
Hey,
the offense.
Congratulations on your first start, man. You proved to
Yeah.
us that, it doesn't matter. You got heart. You wanted it. You got the win, and you deserved it.
I like those unis, man.
Oh man,
let's talk about the unis.
They were practicing in their the tops and bottoms were correct. That's what they wore for the game.
Mm-hmm.
But then they came out. They actually were practicing in that white helmet with the AP on the side, and I was like, wow, they're actually changing it up. They have the red stripe down the middle of their helmet. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't see the red stripe. Did they normally have the red stripe
No.
on the middle of the helmet? I don't think they did. Had the red stripe. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're changing up the helmets. And Blake Schneiders, who was my color analyst for that game, he looks at me and goes, that's weird. They should be wearing a red helmet. I'm like, what? A red helmet?
Right.
What? He's like, yeah, they've been repping all over Twitter this new red helmet that everybody's been wanting to see. I'm like, I bet you they might come out, they practice with it with the white helmet and come out with the red helmet. And sure enough, they did.
They came out all red.
That was, if y'all didn't see it, if y'all are watching this broadcast and y'all didn't see the game, it's like a matte red finish with a shiny governor on one side. Is it on both sides?
And they had their number too on the helmets.
Yeah.
I think it's a gov and a number on one side.
That is sick.
Yeah, it was legit, man. It was legit for sure.
It kind of reminds me of like Oregon and type deal where like I kind of wish we'd have some more colorful uniform. I think Austin Peay would look really good.
I can't wait till they bring
like
out their camo jerseys.
That's a good one too. That would be a good one to wear, the red helmet with the red bottoms. I think it'd be a cool one to wear.
Do they have an all black jersey?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I think because Austin Peay's tertiary color is black.
Because
It's
their
red, white, and
basketball
black.
team have a blackout jersey. Do they football team have a blackout jersey?
I think under Will Healy they're gonna have to.
Oh,
at
they're
some
gonna
point.
get one.
I mean, think about this though: a black jersey with red numbers and white trim, and like either red pants or black pants.
That'd be dope.
That would be lit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be
Lovely.
Oh my gosh! And then those red helmets.
They won the game just
But-
by style.
I know,
Right.
Just
I know.
like that.
But like I was saying, it kind of reminds me of
Look good,
Oregon in
play
that
good.
look
Right.
good, you play good, or at least you feel
Where's
good.
You're right.
Whereas
feel
if
good.
Jerry Rice, that's exactly what he said. You
Dion.
look good,
Prime time.
that too. You look good,
Hey,
perform great.
I'm telling you, those jerseys were really
Oh,
nice.
by the way,
I want to see those helmets more often.
special shout out to Malik Boyden, the safety. He had
He had a heck of a game.
and he also got just recently he got offered invite to the D1 FCS Senior Bowl type
Oh, wow.
combine type thing.
I didn't know
So,
that.
Yeah, I just found that out yesterday. So Malik, shout out to you, bro. Keep balling.
That is awesome.
That's great.
Malik Boyden, he's a nickelback, isn't he? Is he a
safety,
nickel or
safety,
deep, or is he a strong safety?
Safety. So keep chasing that check, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
We like that. Got your support.
Dang, Malik Boyden, that a boy.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
He's
Nice.
he's been through a lot, man. So to see him, get that shot, that's great.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
You
Let's
have
go
none-
back to
have nothing but support from AP, man.
no, nothing but support. Let's go back to Jeremiah Oatsfall real quick. He was 13 for 22, 199 yards. That's pretty good. First start. He's played in some games, so he knows what
Definitely.
he's doing.
He
He knows
knows
what he's doing.
Yeah, he was
And
more
it's
It's
hyped
not his
up,
first
man.
rodeo.
What's exactly wrong with Javon? Do we know? I know it's a
That
leg
I do-
injury.
I do not
Is it an
know.
ankle
I
or is
believe
it a?
it occurred during the Tennessee State University game. I'm not sure.
I think it occurred during Jacksonville State
You
because
think so?
remember he kind of got injured
Yeah, he was
and
a
then
little
he
gimpy.
left.
He was a little gimpy.
He came back a little bit taped and then he kind of was off and on throughout the rest of the game. And then at Tennessee State he was in at the very beginning and then got out quickly and was not in the rest of the game. except
I
for,
mean,
like,
he
one
was
play.
suited up, but like he was the third.
He held.
string.
He was a holder.
Yeah, he was legit the third string.
Oh yeah, we also got to see Harley.
Yeah, no
The-
passing though, but just
No, he was in for one play to run the ball. I think that was
not
to
just
give-
one play. He was in several other plays.
Well, I mean, like one
Yeah.
play at a time.
Right.
that
play at a
man
time.
has some wheels on him.
He
I'm
does.
telling you.
He
That's what they
does.
said. I believe he's our fastest quarterback we have.
He's got potential.
Yeah,
I have to see his arm.
and he's a lefty.
I have to see his arm to tell me that he's gonna be better than Jeremiah. I have to see his arm because Jeremiah is a true freshman, right? And best Harley can be as a true freshman, so that's gonna be a quarterback battle throughout the entire
Indeed.
4 years. the entire 4 years. But,
Man.
again, another good position for Will Healy because now he still has that double quarterback setup for a full 4 years if Javon Craig can't keep it up.
Man, that's like Matt Leinart and Matt Castle.
Isn't
my
it?
Goodness.
Isn't it?
That's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem to have. That's
to
a
have.
very good problem to have. And I wondered why he didn't attempt any shots. Like, they didn't let him see what he could do.
Air it out a little bit.
Just try it. Just see what he can do. I think it was mostly to give Jeremiah, like, a breather for a play.
Mm-hmm.
They
They probably want him to make a mistake either.
Yeah. Again, Kentel Williams, leading rusher, 8 carries for 148 yards and 1 touchdown. That 1 touchdown was crazy. Just up the middle, cover 2. The 2 deep safeties were just, they parted. And it was just
Grass.
gone. He was untouched completely and gone.
He has to speed and he got strength too. So
Yeah.
Strength. He got grown man strength.
See, at the beginning of the year, I was kind of questionable as to, why is Kentel, like, always starting? What is his skill set? What part of his skill set is better than the other running backs? Because I always see the other running backs getting in a lot of playing time too, and I'm like, what about them is not as good as Kentel?
I would say probably his vision and ability
And
to
sure
make
enough,
plays. He's a
I
playmaker.
think it's his patience. I think it's his patience to find the gaps when he needs to, and I think it's his explosiveness through the gaps. Because once he explodes through a gap, you're not catching the guy. He's got that top end speed that you're not catching him.
And his ability to run through tackles and get yards after the carry
Keeps those
is
feet moving.
extraordinary.
Yeah, keeps those feet moving. You also, I mean, on the other side of the ball, on SEMO, Southeast Missouri, you got to give it up to Hoskett. I mean,
He was airing it.
He was.
He was airing it out.
He was
man.
airing it out. He was throwing some darts. I mean, he was 25 for 44. Not great, but, all right. Not bad.
that's how you keep him in the game.
348.
348 yards.
in the air.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
no interceptions.
That's a good one. I mean,
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. You can't ask much more for your quarterback.
Not at all.
He did his job. I mean, that's how they was coming back towards the end. So,
Yeah.
they kept fighting.
I thought Marquez Terry would have done a little bit more than what he did. He was the running back. I thought he would have done a little bit more. He was in the game a lot, and he ended up only having 18 carries for 62 yards in the game.
Yeah.
And he was kind of their star running back. We kind of had him
You
as
expecting him to do more?
I thought he would because he was kind of their guy. He had some pretty decent stats. He had like 300 more yards than Kentel on the year, 200 more yards than Kentel.
Martin.
Yeah, UT Martin. Austin Peay's defense is doing really well.
Flashback.
And another quick shout out. That defensive line
That's what I
was
said.
was making Hoskett
Eating.
running around.
Eating.
Yeah, you had
Eating.
I think it's Nate Howard, Corey Brown, Jewel Pace, and there's one more.
Whittinghill. Right?
No, Whittinghill scratched because
He got hurt?
That's how Nate Howard went up because Sean Whittinghill got scratched, and now he's starting over Sean, I think, unless Sean's on the other side.
I thought he was on the other side.
If he is on the other
I
side,
could be
then
wrong.
cool.
I thought he was.
If he is
But
on
I
the
could
other
be
side, then
wrong.
cool. I just know that ever since Sean Whittinghill got scratched, Nate Howard went up, and that's how he got the starting bid on that right side.
Correct.
But still, awesome defensive line. One guy I didn't think we'd get to, or at least one guy I didn't hear his name a lot, surprisingly, was Gunnar Shalato. Talked about him so much
all season.
so
Yeah.
much,
All season.
and I'd probably heard his name or spoke his name twice, 3 times. Didn't make a lot of plays. Interesting,
He'll
kind of
bounce- he'll-
interesting.
I mean, that's what everybody
that
had.
comes with the territory. He'll bounce
right,
back.
right. And
Some-
you can't have a monster game every game.
Not every game.
No.
You can't have a monster game
So-
every game. So
So good job, guys.
that was a fun game.
Predict-
I enjoyed it.
Predictions for next week.
Next week,
Hold
they
on. So
rank
let's
18 UFC, which is
UC.
6
UCF.
UCF. I
Correction.
apologize.
Number
Which
18th in the
they're
nation.
6-0.
FBS, not FCS. FBS. This is gonna be rough. Boys, do your best. Have fun. Have fun at Disney World.
Man, I hate. Man, I had a coach that told me that when I was going up against the guy. in
Just have
track.
fun.
He was like, man, just have fun with it. Dude. I knew I was gonna lose. I was like, goodness, man, come
That's
on, man.
the pep talk that
That's-
just tells you you're gonna lose. Just don't get into it.
But seriously, even though I don't see them winning, I know in their heads they can pull it off.
I'll always say this.
It's football.
No matter what, football is football.
Always
any
a
team
chance.
can beat any
Always a
team on
chance.
any given day. Austin Peay, at some point in a span of 100 years, will beat Alabama once. Maybe.
I'm sorry.
I don't like how you just
I'm
use the
sorry.
Crimson Tide like
I'm
that,
sorry.
bro.
Emmitt
Like,
just had me. He just threw it out the window, man.
Okay,
I was
anyone that knows me
looking at
knows
him.
I'm a
He
Bama
was
fan, man. I'm a
serious.
Bama fan, so I felt disrespected.
Like when
The
I
fact that
say
he
he
was-
was so serious, and I felt it, and then when I looked at Emmitt, he was just like,
Maybe let's
Look,
let's switch.
I did say in a
let's-
span of 100 years.
I like that, but
Okay.
let's switch
Not-
Tennessee and Alabama. There we go.
"Oh my."
Well, I'm a Tennessee fan, so I don't
And
like
old
that
Bama
one.
fan,
Emmitt.
exactly. So, but I feel what you're saying. though.
Anyway,
It's
you know what I mean.
Any
Look-
given weekend, any given
right,
game,
right? Because football is the game of football. It's,
Yeah.
sometimes it can be, not exactly what you think it's going to be, and that's why they always give the other team at least
At
0.01%.
something,
Because you
right.
never know. You absolutely never know. And I believe Austin Peay actually has like a 1.1% chance at winning this game. I believe. Let me look at it. Actually, no, it went up. Look at that. We might win this.
How much did it go up by?
0.7.
He got so excited. Off
0.7. Look at that. UCF 99.3% chance of winning. Austin Peay 0.7. Their quarterback for UCF has 1,722 yards on the season. 105 for 151 for 16 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Impressive.
I got some shivers right there.
Impressive.
I got kind of cold in here.
So let's just go ahead and get to the predictions, fellas. Aaron, starting with you. How
right.
do you think this is gonna pan out?
Well, Emmitt, Bobby, Governors, this is not going to be pretty. Because they're 6-0. We've played 2 FBS teams and lost by 2 or more possessions to both teams.
Correct.
And they were not very good FBS teams.
Correct.
Now you're playing one of the best FBS teams in the nation, 6-0, who has dominated some other pretty good FBS teams.
And this game would be on ESPN3.
And it's going to be on the big network.
The big network.
So
Big package.
Get your popcorn ready, people.
we're definitely going to be 5-4. But good case, best case scenario, we don't leave. We're still over 500 when we leave.
Correct.
And nobody goes, "Oh, Austin Peay lost to UCF. Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to drop them in the rankings because of that."
Nah. Not
Come
a
on,
chance.
Jacksonville State is going to lose by 28 points against UCF.
So how much are we gonna lose by in your head?
In my head, this is going to sound really bad.
Right.
And I'm so sorry, but this is UCF and this is Austin Peay. I'm going to say we lose big, 40 by 40.
So you thinking like
40 plus.
50-10?
I'm thinking it's going to be rough.
So you can't even throw a number out.
Mostly
That was
because
like
this
a
is
Madden scenario right there.
mostly because
man.
this is what I'm saying. We talk the cornerbacks
Yeah.
for Austin Peay.
Yeah.
We talked
Yeah.
about earlier
We
how
did.
they seem to back off because they're not as. I feel like they're not as confident at pressing
And they
and
wanna get
getting
beat
that
deep.
initial, and they don't want to get beat deep. With this quarterback, Milton, throwing for 1,722 yards, 16 touchdowns, and he's only messed up 3 times on the year. I think his first shot downfield is going to be early in the first drive. He's gonna go for. He's just gonna throw it up to his best receiver and say, "Hey, 1-on-1 with Cordell Jackson. Good luck."
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know what else to say. I mean, again, it's UCF.
Yeah.
It's UCF.
You got to be realistic at the end of the day.
I mean,
So-
I'm an Austin Peay fan right behind being a UT fan, and that's not a great way to live. At least on the UT side, Austin Peay side's doing me pretty well so far this year.
Right.
But again, I feel like this quarterback is just doing too well right now, and he's playing an FCS team who I believe the cornerback situation seems a little bit less confident than what I think they need to be, and I think he's going to take advantage of that. So, an exact prediction, to be honest, That's a tough one.
It is.
I think Austin Peay can score. I think they can. Not a lot. I think they're going to score once. I do. I'm going to say Austin Peay probably 7 and UCF 48.
All right.
Unfortunately.
45-14.
You're a little bit more lenient than me.
45-14.
45-14. Wow, you're getting better. Oh, no, that was what yours was. Okay. Why do you say that, though? Why do you think we're going
to... I feel like, personally, if we can't get... Like you said, we can score one time. But I feel like Healy and Satterfield have something up their sleeve. You know, it's a big game. So, you know, they're all on Instagram or going to Disney World and this and that. Man,
do they go to Disney before the game or after the game?
We're going to see some kind of trick play.
Do they go to Disney before or after the game?
Before. Definitely before.
Oh,
but,
gosh. Don't walk too much, boys.
But seriously, I believe that because of the stakes, we're going to see a little trickeration, which could easily...
You have to throw the playbook at them.
We could easily sneak another touchdown in there. So that's why I gave him 45-14.
Got to throw the whole playbook at them.
Just, everything.
Right.
Pull up Madden on the sideline, too.
Got to. Coach suggestions. It's probably what Bobby runs.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, cool.
So much disrespectful, man.
You got it. You got it, bro. What's your prediction?
You really got to get the treatment now.
What's your prediction?
My prediction, 35-14.
Wow.
35-14.
Wow.
35-14.
That is awesome. Why do you say that?
You just got faith.
Right now, I believe this is the year of upsets. And I believe it's several upsets going on in the world right now. Teams that you won't expect to win. Like right now, be honest, guys. Coming into the season, did you think Austin Peay is going to win this many games?
No.
To tell you the truth,
no.
I predicted 4. Best case scenario.
On the whole season.
On the whole season.
On the whole season 4.
No.
So, the season's still going on, of course. And there's several teams that actually been putting up a good fight that's actually, a lot of people didn't expect them to do. So, I'm going to give AP their credibility,
Right.
They've been having a wonderful season, a magical season, for a fact that I haven't witnessed since the years I've been here. So, I'm giving them a chance, and I'm really going to put the pressure more on their defense to make more plays. It starts in the cornerbacks, and the safeties. You guys really going to have to step up.
For sure.
And, you got to really, be teammates. Talk to each other, communicate. And I believe if they actually do that and show no fear like the defensive line does, their defense can put a stop to that. And I believe our offense don't have a problem scoring at all.
I'm kind of agreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest point of emphasis right now needs to be the corners.
Yeah,
for sure.
They are they're going to be the first line defense, even though they're normally like the last line of defense for a deep play.
Mm-hmm.
With this quarterback, they're going to be the first line of defense because he's going to go right at their throats.
Exactly. So
He's
that's
go
why
right
they
at
need
their
to
throats.
stop being, so hesitant. Play with instinct. If you know that you can hit somebody, don't be afraid to hit. Don't be afraid to do stuff that
don't
you
be afraid
know
of
you
the
can
moment.
do. Yeah, don't be afraid. Okay, wow, you're gonna be on ESPN3, but you're not here thinking I'm playing for ESPN3. Everybody's watching. No, I'm playing football because I want to win. I want to be the dominant one. I want to do this for Austin Peay. So if you feel like you want to do it for it, don't worry about the limelight. Don't worry about the fame. Don't worry about the team you're playing against. Play football.
Right.
And when you play football, your instincts kick in. You won't need, what I was watching a documentary, Urban Meyer told his players, don't pay attention to the score. Just play. If you score, you score. But don't pay attention, because when you pay attention to the score, your mind starts to play tricks on you. And your performance be, you be too worried about the score except for doing your part. So when you do your part, you don't have to worry about that. But Austin Peay, I believe they'll have to come home with a loss, of course. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to give him, 14. Okay. I believe our offense will score, but it's not going to be just no blowout.
You make me want to put on pads and go hit somebody.
Right.
Hey, that's what you got to do.
You're a good pep talker.
Pulled out that inner Phil Jackson, didn't you?
I know it, man.
Like it? All right. So,
Oh,
That's
man.
pretty good.
all right, boys. Hey,
Appreciate
good
it.
luck, though.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong. Shoot, y'all
Seriously.
beat UCF, man. I don't know what I'm going to do if y'all beat UCF.
There's
but,
going to be a party in Clarksville, I'll tell you that.
Definitely.
The whole
And
city
the-
will be jumping.
That will rock the nation.
Indeed.
That'll be the biggest upset in NCAA
history, by
NCAA
far.
history.
So, hey, y'all know what's up at stake. So, good luck.
Yeah.
Who's
good
y'all
luck. You know,
college football
best
player of the
wishes.
week?
Oh, okay. Who wants to start that off?
I'll go last. I went first last segment.
Well, let me start off. I decided to stick here at home. Jeremiah Osfer.
That's a
You
good
did wonderful, man. Flawless. You deserved it. Like, you come in, everybody kind of doubted it was iffy, but you proved everybody wrong, and you had a wonderful game, man. Shout out to you.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
That's a good one.
my college football player of the week, going back to the homeland, M-Town, Memphis, Anthony Miller, receiver. He against Houston, which is a big conference game, big rival. He had 10 receptions for 178 yards, and it's the same guy who ripped UCLA in that upset. So be on the lookout for Anthony Miller throughout the season and in the NFL. The kid's a problem. It's going to be a monster. Christian Brothers product. Shout out to him.
That's a good one, too. I'm going to go ahead and go straight to a
Heisman
big
hopeful.
name, Heisman hopeful. I have to. I mean, he had a wonderful game against a very good opponent. Penn State at Michigan. Penn State ranked number 2 and Michigan ranked number 19 at the time. Saquon Barkley did extremely well, 15 carries for 108 yards, averaged about 7.2 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, and a 69-yard long run. That's a pretty good day, as well as he had that da-na-na moment
Yeah.
with that catch. He
That
had a
was ridiculous.
42-yard catch. He actually caught 3 balls for 53 yards, but his long was 42 yards. And that was that one like wheel route that he had where he like caught it, bobbled it straight up, bobble, and then caught it in the end zone. What's that celebration he does? Do y'all see that? Where he
Yeah.
just runs
It's funny.
like that. He's the only one that does that. I kind of like it. I really like it. That's actually pretty funny. I enjoy that. So Saquon Barkley,
But they will
you're
fall
my
this
Heisman
upcoming
hopeful.
Saturday, just to let you know.
Say what?
They will fall this upcoming Saturday, just to let you know.
Oh,
Ohio State Nation.
Roll Tide.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh, see,
disagree
we're not
with
talking
you.
about Roll Tide. We're talking about Ohio State and Penn State right now.
I was coughing.
I'm
Clear my
gonna have to
throat.
disagree with you. I'm gonna have to go Penn State on that one. Unfortunately,
Disrespecting
I will say.
twice in one show, man.
I will say. I think Alabama is on a whole nother level from anybody else in the nation. I don't think anybody touches them this year.
Alabama's untouchable. I said that week 0.
That number
Except
week 0.
for Penn State. I think Penn State has that Clemson opportunity.
I don't see it. I
think they have that.
I know
Clemson
Barkley
opportunity.
is the man and all, but against Bama, I just don't see it. But hey, time will tell. Time will tell.
I think it's definitely going to end up being Alabama, Penn State.
James Franklin and Nicky.
I think that's what it's definitely going to be in the national.
What a game! What a game!
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun
So-
one. And, we all, again, last year we all thought, oh, dude, Alabama's not going to be touched by Clemson. There's no way. And
I
then
was sick.
Clemson reached out and touched them.
I was
Sure enough.
sick.
I was sick, too. I
Clemson
mean, I'm an
gave them
SEC
the
fan.
ET touch.
Yeah, I'm an SEC fan because right now I'm not necessarily a UT fan anymore. Okay, I'm losing my fandom.
Butch
After
Jones.
after about 4 years of brick by brick, I'm wondering where my brick mailbox went. If I feel like somebody just ran over it with a semi.
Yeah.
So, I'm right now. My heart is shifting a little bit. I'm turning into the other half of my family, starting to rep that purple and gold. Baton Rouge,
Don't do it.
a little bit. That's the other half of my family. That's my number 2 team, and it's getting closer.
Hey, I would have been left if I was you, but hey, you got it.
Yeah. So
Goodness.
yeah, but I think Penn State, Alabama in the championship. I really do. That's gonna be a fun game.
Right.
Watch out for Penn State. They're coming.
But speaking of Tennessee, Titans. Gotta get
Titans.
into the
Okay, let's go
Titans.
NFL.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Are we going with the player of the week or? straight
Well, let's just
into-
go straight into
Titans?
the Titans
Yeah, we
game.
go straight into the
Okay,
Titans.
okay.
So
Did y'all see my Snapchat? Did you see my Snapchat?
I did not see your Snapchat. What-
I was at work, and basically it
I
was
didn't even follow
right.
you on Snapchat?
No, you don't follow me.
Goodness.
Because you're too.
That's
apparently,
you're too cool for
good
school,
me,
bro.
I'm not too cool for
apparently.
school. I
You
didn't
don't-
even know you didn't say nothing to me.
Hey, no, bro.
Emmitt
That's
followed
cold,
me.
bro.
Where are you at?
Yeah. I followed with the quick. I follow everybody.
I follow
Yeah.
you.
No, okay.
I
he
follow
does,
you.
bro.
But I'm sitting here like, what's really going on?
I was at work and I'm watching the game. I got a cool boss. He's letting me watch the games, so I sit in the pro shop.
Yeah.
So cool guy. He only does that because he puts me on a shift right before the Packers play, so he can go home and barbecue out for the Packers. So he's doing me a solid by doing him a solid. But I'm sitting there and the TV, start Snapchatting the TV, and right when I do that, freaking Mariota throws that fourth quarter, throws it just gets batted down immediately. It's 9-9 at this point,
Right.
and I'm just sitting there, and the caption is all Titans fans right now, and it's just like, it's the Browns.
This is
You-
every
What
year.
is
Honestly-
going on?
Honestly, I knew it was going to be a game like that.
the
Simply
Browns.
because the Browns' defense is good. Offensively, they're not good.
very
but
not good.
at the end of the day, they're still professional. So you got to
Right.
come out and play. And we were kind of lax. Things weren't really clicking offensively.
That's why the whole argument of, will Alabama ever be able to beat somebody like the Cleveland Browns?
Never.
Heck no. It'd be
Never.
a 30-point. It'd
Never.
be a 30-point game because it's
You-
11 NFL type players on the field.
grown men who get paid millions of dollars
All
to
they would-
tackle you.
All they would do is hand it off to Isaiah Crowell right behind Joe
Yes,
Thomas,
you
and
can't-
it would be a 500, 600-yard
Oh,
rushing
speaking
game.
of him, his streak.
Yeah, Joe Thomas.
Yeah,
streak
Joe-
is done.
ended.
But my takeaways from the game, personally, a lot of people were kind of panicking, like, man.
I was panicking.
I
I
get
was.
It. I
You
get
wasn't
it.
panicking?
What are you talking about in the fourth quarter?
I
Bro,
can't.
hold
The
on.
type of game we playing against
Hold
Cleveland,
on.
I can't relax.
You can't relax when you're
Overtime
tied. When
with
you're
Cleveland?
going into overtime against
I can't
Cleveland.
relax.
It's not panic mode, bro.
Panic
no,
mode?
during, I'm saying after the game.
Oh, after the game.
Because people,
no, but like,
people are like freaking out saying the Titans are mediocre, they're this and that, and relax. Just take a chill pill. Take a chill pill,
I
bro.
can't.
Look at this.
Okay, talk to me.
We're going into the bye week.
Okay.
Look at the standings in the AFC South. Still up for grabs. We're talking about the same Titans team who put up plenty of points on Oakland, Jacksonville. We can compete with anybody.
But when it comes to the little team, how do we do?
I mean, it's one game. It happens. It happens. And Corey Davis is coming back after the bye. So
Goodness, he's still on the scene.
is he?
he's coming back after the bye week.
Right.
And if y'all think Corey Davis is not gonna be a factor coming back off injury,
Is that official word from the Tennessee Titans that he's going to be coming back after the bye week?
saw it on Bleacher Report. Delaney's probably might gonna be out, but
We have that other
Corey,
tight end.
Jonathan Smith's
Yeah.
a monster.
Yeah.
So, but yes, Davis has been frustrated. He said he's wanted to come back, but they didn't want to rush him. So he's just been like, hey, just chill out, bro.
So what was the difference between Mariota's hamstring and DeMarco's hamstring compared to Corey Davis? Was his like severe?
His was probably a high, like almost a
Because
tear.
Mariota
maybe.
came back in 2 weeks. DeMarco came back after a full
Mariota
preseason.
came back
but he's
because
not
he had
100%.
to.
Yeah, he's not at. He's not.
Mariota
100%.
Well,
Mariota
true.
might not be 100% until
But
after
again,
the
his
bye
ham
week.
streak was only a predicted 2 to 4 weeks, and Corey Davis has been out 10.
Well, he re-injured his. That's the difference. Davis hurt his in training camp, came back and tweaked it again. So that's more damage.
He's too fast for himself. Goodness.
Hey, all I'm saying is when he comes back, be on the lookout.
I don't.
That's all I'm saying.
I just can't not panic after
I'm not panicking.
during the game.
I'm not panicking.
During the game, I thought I was about to go into cardiac arrest.
Cleveland.
Like Cleveland, come on! Like we can put up 30+ points on Indianapolis,
about
who's
to give
won
them their
games,
first
but we
And
can't-
Jacksonville
but
in
we
the
can't
second.
put-
And Jacksonville in
and
the second
Jacksonville.
half.
But we
alone.
can't put up one touchdown
We was
against the
about to
Cleveland
give
Browns.
Any
them
given Sunday, bro.
their
Yeah,
first
you're right.
win.
Any
You're
given
right.
Sunday. Just that's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying. It's any just calm down.
And again,
We're
they have
good.
playmakers on both sides of the ball. I mean, shoot, they have at that running back position Isaiah Crowell. If he was on
Right.
any other team, he's an
What are you
absolute
talking about,
monster.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Cleveland defense was hurting, and we still struggled.
Taylor Lewan was going miles against
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
Right.
He was doing well against Myles Garrett.
Jason McCourty didn't play.
This is all I'm saying.
Jabril Peppers didn't
No
play.
need to panic. we got a bye week coming up. We're good. Calm down.
This is kind of a good time to have a bye week because now,
Perfect.
we got.
You're gonna get your injured players back. Cyprian is probably gonna come back eventually. Like we've had guys out, so just.
I almost asked you who was that. I had to think. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been out for a while.
He's been out since week 1.
You forgot we had Cyprian?
Yeah, Cyprian. Yeah, Cersei's been in there.
Yeah.
Now Cersei's
he's a hitter.
He's a good player, but Cyprian comes with that thump.
Should we say anything about what was his name, Bird or Byard?
Oh, he's my player of the week.
3 interceptions.
Well, there you go.
Kevin Byard is my player of the week.
Do you think he deserves it, or do you think he needs to thank kudos to the terrible quarterbacks at Cleveland?
No.
He deserves
quarterbacks are not that
there
terrible.
were like two passes that he intercepted that were like way overthrown.
It was a rookie mistakes.
Dude, that one pick he had was textbook.
The one
late in the game.
Talking about the second one.
The second one he had was
the second
textbook.
one when he drew
in
like that.
He literally
that lurking.
Yeah, it literally looked like something straight out of a video game. So he's in his zone on his route, and he just reads the guy's eyes, and he drops off that route and backs up.
Was it like a running back? He was running up to the running back, and then he just slowly creep back and creep back like that?
And picked.
That's legit IQ.
It was like textbook.
Yeah,
I was like, goodness, this man can play some ball, man.
I know that last throw.
Now the last one, he looked like the receiver.
That one, yeah,
he looked like the receiver.
It was 10 yards, 7 yards overthrown by Kessler. I think was the quarterback then.
Yeah, it was Kessler.
And he didn't even have to do much. He was in a cover 2. He was already there. He just had to run 10 yards to his
and
right.
And he can return them pretty well. He got 60 yards total.
Yeah,
so
he's doing pretty good.
Kevin Byard was my player of the week.
Well, there you go. We already got that situation out of the way. I'm going to go player of the week. I almost have to give it to Derek Carr.
Carson Wentz was my backup.
I have to give it to Derek Carr for sticking with it against a very good Chiefs team and pulling it out with in four plays with 0 seconds on the clock, and what a final throw on the run. And I've played a little bit of quarterback enough to know that was a hard throw to make, very hard throw to make. I'm not elite by any means, but I can throw the ball. And I know when you're running to your left as a right-handed quarterback, that is one of the hardest throws to do, to be able to turn your body completely, almost at a 90-degree angle, get your feet under you, and still able to deliver a dime. And he put it right on the money, and I saw where he was trying to put it down and left, right at the pylon.
Right at the
pylon.
Only
Crabtree, I think it was Crabtree, wasn't it?
Was it Crabtree? Cool.
It wasn't Amari.
No, it wasn't Amari.
I think it was Michael Crabtree. He threw it at the pylon where only Crabtree could get it. Only he could get it. Perfect throw. I got to give it to Derek Carr. Sticking with it.
I like that.
Being as clutch as he can be coming off the injury. Attaboy. Against a very good Chiefs team.
Right.
Yeah. My player of the week, Eddie Jackson from Chicago Bears.
Okay.
First player in the NFL history with multiple 75-plus yards, defense touchdown in one game. He had a 75-yard pick six from Cam Newton and also a fumble recovery, 75 yards.
Nice.
2 touchdowns. A defensive player, a safety.
What school did he go to?
Bama.
Eddie Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to him because he came back from a broken leg,
Get
too.
outta here.
So he came from Bama. He had a broken leg when he was
Bama
with
products
Alabama.
eating.
So you said your player of the week was
Kevin Byard. 3
he
picks.
Had that.
And he was my backup player of the week, too.
Can I have a secondary as well? Can we throw in one more?
Wentz?
Mm-mm.
Oh, who?
I'm going to give a quick shout-out to a Pittsburgh receiver. And we're actually going to transition into something we talked about before this. No, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju shooting dice.
The youngest player in NFL history to ever score a touchdown. Do you know that?
How old is he?
He's like 20.
Goodness.
Isn't he?
I'm older than him.
I'm 20.
Right.
I think they said he's like
21.
20 or 21.
It's crazy.
Yeah. They said he's the youngest NFL player to score a touchdown in NFL history since like 1960.
Loving the celebration.
Since like 1960.
Juju
And
was the one with the dice.
Celebration.
With
Celebration.
The celebrations in the NFL.
Well, the first one he made was the hide and
man.
seek, wasn't it?
Yes, he made that. No, I don't think that was the first one. The first one I believe was shooting dice with.
Yeah, early in the season,
Yeah,
he
was
pulled
shooting
some dice out, and they would. Well, he faked It was funny.
Yeah.
They gathered in the end zone. They just shooting dice.
And then this past Sunday, he
with
Le'Veon Bell, hide and go seek. Classic.
And the referee was sitting there like, guys, come on. Because that one took forever.
Yeah.
That one took forever.
It was worth it.
I'm glad the
so
NFL
funny.
celebrations are back.
I love the
Goodness,
celebrations.
I miss those.
Hilarious.
The hide and go seek, then the Eagles and the baseball, and then Pittsburgh with the Kamehameha, the Dragon Ball Z, the classic. I love that, man.
Man, that's my
Growing
show.
up,
Gotta have fun.
I'm loving
Gotta have
the
fun.
celebrations, man. Like, welcome back.
I'm actually kind of glad they started implementing those because the NFL was turning
way too
into
uptight.
right.
Way
right.
too
The
uptight.
NFL was turning
Hawkins
into the
from Cleveland one time. He scored a touchdown. He, except for everybody celebrate, he legit set the ball down and just started walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
how
the
legit
funniest
had
thing.
felt. Like,
that was the funniest thing. He just like
couldn't-
robot
you
just put it
couldn't
down.
celebrate.
It
sucks.
was hilarious. And I think that was a big shot to Roger Goodell, kind of saying, "Hey, this has turned from the National Football League to the No Fun League."
Mhm.
So
Do you know?
help.
Have you guys noticed the a lot of NFL players have monster stiff arms. If you paid attention,
I've seen a few this year that were like, dang,
Yeah.
In my opinion, Derrick Henry has the most efficient stiff arm I've seen.
Le'Veon
He's a
Bell, what he
monster.
did
He's
to
only gotten bigger.
Derrick Henry's stiff, like that's his go-to move. If you
Yeah.
notice when someone's coming up to tackle him, he's just
It's crazy. If you look at him when he was at Bama, he was a big guy at Bama.
he's bigger.
He is bigger now.
He's bigger.
He looks like what Eddie Lacy wishes he would be.
Bro, he's like 6'3", 247. Eddie Lacy got paid just to not
just
be
to
fat,
lose weight,
and he
man.
was still fat.
Gosh.
That's crazy.
You get paid just to
lose
lose
weight.
some weight. That supposed to be self-motivation right there, man.
Gosh.
Supposed to motivate yourself to lose weight. But he on Twitter tweeting talking about, I wish I had a cheeseburger or something like that. Man,
Oh, good.
what is going on, people?
I don't, man. The NFL is confusing me. It's confusing me so much.
Gotta be the
I
end
don't
of the
know
world.
who is good anymore. I really don't. And you have the Patriots. Obviously, they're doing decent. What are they? 5-2.
They still rank number
5-2 now.
I think they still rank the best team. in
Honestly,
Well,
I get
Kansas
what I
City was
feel.
ranked
I feel
above
what
them.
you're
They were
saying.
like-
I feel what you're
To
saying.
be honest
New
with you-
England was like ranked 4th at one point.
To be honest with you, I believe the Eagles are ranked number 1. They
I
only
agree with
lost
you.
one game.
I'm gonna tell you my take on this. Once Aaron Rodgers went down, the NFL was up for grabs.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
up for grabs, man. Even though the Eagles are clicking on all cylinders, playoff time, that's a whole nother scenario.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
You get
It is
so
I mean-
at this point, no team is just
outright.
it.
It's not a Patriots
Man,
year.
it's not.
Then again-
Anyone could get this. Like I like it though. I kind of like it. It keeps
yeah.
you guessing. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen this in a while where there wasn't just one dominant team.
And there's only one common factor in this season, and I'm gonna let you guys take guesses at this. What's the only common factor of this season? This season's always, this one's up in the grabs. Everybody's in their own position. Everybody can run the table if they want to. What's the only common factor? It's a tough one. I'll do it for you. The Browns are still the worst team in the NFL. Still the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, true.
Still the worst team. 0-7, and I think the 49ers are
49ers are
0-7
pretty
as
terrible
well.
too.
So here's the next question, boys. We've already
Oh.
talked about this from Cleveland to
Pittsburgh is number 2. I'm looking at the NFL rankings right now. Eagles number 1, Pittsburgh 2.
oh, are they?
Yeah, New England is at 3, Kansas City at 4, and the Vikings are at 5.
They say Bridgewater might return.
I'm
They say
looking
he
forward
returned
to
They
that.
say he
Bridge-
returned to practice.
Bridgewater,
I
if a healthy Bridgewater returns to Minnesota, they're going to be the Super Bowl.
Would y'all just throw him
favorites.
in,
I'm
or
sorry.
would y'all keep him, keep the flow that we going right,
Ooh.
the flow that they're going right now? So they're being so successful right now. Would you throw him in the water right now, or would you continue on what they have going on?
See, that's a tough one.
Because a quarterback change can be a game changer right there.
But I feel like their offense is optimized with Teddy.
Yeah,
I think that's their best.
Teddy is
The
man, bro.
problem is Teddy ready to come
Is
back?
Teddy gonna be
Because
Teddy?
is he psychologically ready to come back? Because the first thing when that pocket collapses, the first thing he's going to think about is his knee collapsing. That's
Yeah,
that's
you
a
gotta
What
get
happened to Sam Bradford?
He got injured, didn't he?
right.
What type of injury?
He's always injured, bro.
I mean, I know that,
I
but
don't
what
know.
type of injury?
Flip a coin, leg.
Isn't
Hip, something.
I can't think of the quarterback for the Vikings is that former Rams quarterback that I cannot think of his name that started over Goff's rookie year. I cannot think of his name for
Last
the
name
life
ends
of
with
me.
a K, I think.
Yes, it does.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum.
Bingo.
Keenum. Yep.
He's doing his job.
See,
bro.
that's why we have you on the show. You know, because you know your stuff.
He's doing pretty good. Though.
I try, man.
I mean, he's
I
doing
try.
pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean he's a decent quarterback.
Yeah, he's
a
not-
decent
Yeah,
quarterback.
he's all right.
But
He's
again,
not
that's a good
terrible.
question. Do you throw Teddy Bridgewater
I say yes.
as psychologically hurt Bridgewater as well as a physically hurt Bridgewater? And this is also an injury that NFL experts say you do not come back from. You do not come back from.
They did it with Adrian Peterson. I don't see why not.
Adrian Peterson a robot. I'm convinced.
Yeah, well, that's Adrian Peterson.
But he's gonna have to take that one big hit on that because I broke my leg in high school, and I remember when I came back, I had to get chop blocked to think, okay. And when I got right back up, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good now.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
You just gotta get that first hit out of the way. That's why when Mariota got sacked in the preseason, I was happy.
Worst thing I ever did was broke my toe. Broke my big toe.
I broke my left wrist, and I got a knot on my head.
What were you doing?
Playing football.
Oh, okay.
I was running away from a dog.
Like the crazy thing
Name
about it just it was functioning, then it got one left, then it just
My dad, military guy,
Yeah.
and we were in North Carolina when we were living there. And this is kind of off topic, but I'm sorry. But we were in North Carolina, and my dad knew a buddy of his across the street, and he was a Special Forces guy. Sure enough, they got a new dog, and I'm like, oh, cool, new dog. So I ran over their yard because we were good family friends.
Right.
And he opened the door, and nothing clicked until I saw the dog. Special Forces guy, Special Forces Army, German Shepherd,
I had a German Shepherd growing up.
named Bullet.
oh
And
man.
nothing clicked until
Bullet.
that image popped in my head.
Run.
Yeah, what's that one song? Run. Da, 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 da. You know, that's exactly what it was in my
If a
head.
dog name is Bullet,
Yeah,
that means
it's
you
time to go.
don't.
It's time to go.
Well, sure enough, he cracked the door, and here's Bullet, muzzle breaking through the door. He opens the door. Bullet opens the door, sees me,
and bullets
Bullets.
towards you.
bullets, and all I see is Special Forces, German Shepherd, Bullet, and I start running. Okay, and sure enough, I trip over a sprinkler head and break my toe in three places.
That's sad.
And I start somersaulting, still trying to get away, and this dog comes up to me, blocks me, and starts licking me in the face.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All day.
all that just to get licked in the face. Wow. I would have been like, bro, you got to bite me.
So I can prove I had some type of battle scar.
You got to bite me, bro.
Bite me.
But,
Just make him mad. Just tap him in the face.
I say, just getting back onto the. I say, just go
Yeah.
ahead and bring Teddy back. At some point,
Well,
you're
you
gonna
have
have
to
to
lose.
Yeah, like Case Keenum, he's not terrible.
He's
but,
not terrible. He's
he's
been
not
doing really
he's not a
well.
franchise guy.
He's
Right.
not a playoff.
Yeah,
type of
Teddy.
playoffs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Teddy can take you farther. A healthy Teddy. So
Yeah,
That'll
I
be
think he
interesting.
can.
Also a
He's
healthy
got that
Sam
mobility.
Bradford.
that too. So as far as predictions for this next week, Titans have a bye week. So
I think they're gonna win. No, I'm just joking. I think they're gonna win the bye
yeah,
week.
they will win the bye week.
If they lose,
that's
I'm turning in my Titans, license plates I have.
They'll by win the bye week. I was meaning they're gonna make some progressions.
Right,
and
I think
come
they
back.
will. I think they will.
Running game on 10,000. Red zone efficiency that Mariota and the Titans showed last year. I feel like that will come back because we were the best red zone team last year.
And
Mariota still hasn't thrown a pick in his career in the red zone.
can I kind of want to say something to kind of Mariota right now. I loved the way he played while injured. Is that a weird thing to say? Because you weren't here for us to talk about this.
I
and
want to talk about it.
You listen to the whole thing. So while you're here, I kind of want to bring you in on that.
Yeah.
I loved the way he played while he was injured because his uncomfortable thigh situation allowed him to be more comfortable in the pocket, and that's what I love to see.
He, in my honest opinion, Mariota played the best game of his NFL career against the Colts.
Wow.
I say this because we're talking about a guy who NFL scouts said wouldn't be able to handle an NFL offense. He runs too much. He is not a pocket passer. And he was in there, hurt chilling, getting smacked. I'm talking about he was getting hit hard every play, hanging in there, throwing dimes to people, deep balls, just very accurate.
What was that one deep bomb to, I think it was
Taywan
Taylor that just stepped into a hit.
He stepped into a monster hit.
The guy got an arm, man.
And he got up.
And it slept on, though.
And got up.
Really
he got up, and the first thing he's doing is breaking up a fight with his old lineman.
Grabbed him.
Yeah, he told him.
We scored.
He told
Don't
him
worry about that.
we just scored.
Back quitting Spain.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Right.
Don't worry about
Mariota, he really showed his toughness. He showed that he can hang in the pocket. Think about it. He just played a full game without his legs and dominated in a way we've never seen him dominate before. So imagine when he gets his legs back.
You gotta wonder if he's gonna take that information, look at that film, and now he's
that's a confidence.
Well,
man.
if he's gonna take that and bottle that feeling of sticking in the pocket as long as he did, without once that pocket collapses, finding the first way out, rather than just staying in the pocket. If it starts collapsing, step into it, step into the pocket a little bit more, step up, and then find a receiver downfield, and then last case scenario, try to find your way out.
I think he will, because Mariota's one of those guys.
Because again, he played a heck of a game,
lights
outstanding.
Out. I was like, good. I was in front of the TV, just.
Why he's sick though?
Wow, sick with the Mucinex.
Let's go. I can see my man out there.
So. I mean, I was very excited to see that, but I really feel like Mariota's one of those guys who each game and each season, you see that growth, and I feel like that game was like his next step. That's why I was like, as far as his bye week and this whole Brown situation.
And I'm finally glad that they showing.
Relax, please. Mariota just played with one leg.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt that says just relax.
Bruh,
we need to take a picture and put it on the shirt.
Let's relax a
like DeAndre Jordan when he dunked on Brent. We put that on the shirt. But like, I agree with Emmitt said, man. Like, I'm happy that the NFL is finally seeing that he can throw. Like when we first drafted him, what did they say? He's only good for short passes. Short passes. That's what he did at Oregon. Run short passes.
I wonder what they were thinking after he got that perfect QBR rating in his rookie debut.
Right.
Only one of four
quarterbacks
to do so.
Looking very goofy.
He hasn't thrown a red zone interception.
Hey guys, do they got that on film of us saying that?
So
yeah, that's probably how they was.
I say the way he played. That's why I said what I said. As far as it's not panic mode. Like Mariota just played the best game of his career. Our running game has not went anywhere. Corey Davis is coming back, who had a great game against Oakland.
Right.
His first.
That's gonna be a combination.
We know the kid can play. So imagine Taywan Taylor, Corey Davis, Decker, Jonnu Smith. All these guys are back, and Mariota just had that monster day.
Right.
Plus, we have the weapons.
And plus, the running game. Oh, by the way, do you guys – I got an interesting stat for y'all.
Go for it.
Do y'all know that we are 11-1 when Derrick Henry gets more than 7 carries?
Really?
Pro Football Focus is your
Interesting.
friend.
He gets more than 7
when
carries.
When he gets more than 7
11-1.
carries, we are 11-1.
Feed him
That's
the ball.
Interesting. I thought
never paid attention to it.
It's crazy.
Never paid attention to it.
Now that's an interesting stat because I thought he ran more than 7 plays a game on average.
They said when he gets more than 7 or 8 carries, I think 7 or 7. When he gets more than 7 carries, it was on Pro Football Focus. I promise. We are 11-1 when he's fed the ball consistently.
Well, continue feeding him.
What's stopping him?
I was like,
feed the man.
What's stopping him? DeMarco, he's not. You can tell he's not 100% from his hamstring injury.
And the run he had against the Colts, I feel like he's pushing it.
Yeah.
Like they're to the point where like, okay, Derek's got to get the ball more.
Yeah.
But we are 11-1 when he's getting fed.
What they said the same thing last year.
And I was wondering, do y'all think that's a testament to like we just need to get him the rock? Do you feel like that's just an interesting stat?
Well,
I don't feel like you can ignore such a stat
of that
magnitude.
You can't. We have
11-1,
two-headed monster, but one of the monsters are hurting right now. Put the other one in. Derrick Henry, he's not a little back. He can run. He can run you over.
Man, he is fast.
And he's fast for his size.
He runs a 4.5.
Yeah, so why not?
4.5.
The fact that we were able to pick him up in the round that we picked up, it was
Slept
the third
on.
round.
Slept
Might
on.
have been
Second round?
fourth.
I think it was
No, it
close
was
to
third.
third.
It was
I think it was third
third.
round.
But some people said Alabama running backs don't have as much success in the NFL. I mean, some of them,
It's the same.
like
it's the
Trent
same
Richardson,
people.
he wasn't successful, but it's not everybody failed to realize.
Was my favorite Alabama running.
Everybody failed to
and
realize.
that was and it was a lot of outside factors as to why he didn't pan.
Everybody failed to realize not all Alabama running backs are the same. Everybody's different in their own way. So
TJ Yeldon.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say it was probably the same guys that were talking about Mariota.
Right.
Talking about he's gonna not be a great NFL quarterback.
Right.
I mean, probably the same guys.
People get paid to talk and say their opinion. This doesn't just because they work for ESPN doesn't mean they're
they
correct.
don't use their heads.
So I'll just say this: with what I've seen from the Titans from early on in the season, with how they played against Jacksonville, scoring 30. Jacksonville, who's playing lights out defensively, who had that same defense against us, we put up 36 points on them in the second half. Mm-hmm. I saw Taywan Taylor flat out smoke A.J. Boye off the line.
Right.
In his, rookie, just one-on-one situation.
Was that? Nah, that wasn't a training camp video. That was against the
So, also, Adoree Jackson is getting better every game when it comes to his weight. Because the way, at first, I was a little nervous.
Penalized.
I was like, goodness, he's getting killed.
He's getting penalized. That's something he's not used to.
But this has helped him.
He's adapting.
He's the Logan Ryan, by the way. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's playing really well. He's a good pickup.
Logan Ryan is lockdown corner. But
pickup.
at any rate, Adoree Jackson, he's going to start getting those punt and kick returns. It's coming soon. I feel it. Every time he gets the ball, I'm like, man, this might be the one.
I hold my breath for real. I'll be like,
Adoree Jackson is going to get in there. He's a playmaker. So
I seen him break one. He kick it off and do it right there. He just hit him with a jab step.
With everything I've been seeing from this team, we're still dangerous, man.
We're still
dangerous.
Especially
just Mariota, with what he showed me, I just saw greatness in our future.
I believe this bye is legit going to help us.
This bye is going to be the best thing.
Everybody gets some rest. This whole season. DeMarco gets some rest. Mariota gets some rest.
Think about it. If they saying Corey, they expect him to be back. They're not telling you, oh, he's in the lineup during the bye week, getting reps with the first team,
right?
Getting that chemistry down. So, relax. But anyway,
we're gonna go straight into kind of a speed round here.
Predictions
for the next game. We have about 3 minutes to the hour.
Let's run it quick.
First game: Dolphins-Ravens.
Ravens.
Your Ravens.
I'm
gonna have to go with Miami. They've been proving me wrong.
No, Dolphins.
So they've been proving me wrong. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings-Browns.
Vikings.
There's no doubt about that.
You write these down.
Let's go Raiders-Bills.
Buffalo.
That's a tough one. One.
I'm going Oakland.
Oakland. I'm gonna have to go with Oakland too.
Buffalo.
I'm gonna have to go with Oakland. They got a good rushing attack coming off the big win against Kansas City. I got to go with Oakland. Let's go Colts-Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Colts.
Cincinnati.
So that's a tough one. 2-5, 2-4.
Going with the Colts.
Cincy.
Colts.
I'm gonna have to go Colts. So, next one on the list, if my phone will work, Chargers-Patriots. Patriots. Well, Chargers just shut out the Broncos.
I'm going with the Chargers.
And the Patriots just did really well against the Atlanta Falcons.
Patriots.
Chargers. Come on,
I'm going to go Mr. Upset City. I'm going to go Chargers. Come on, L.A. Come on,
so
L.A.
So who we picked so far? I got Ravens. Who was after Ravens?
Vikings and you had Vikings-Browns.
Raiders-Bills.
Colts-Bengals. Chargers-Patriots. There's Bears-Saints. I'm going to go Saints.
Saints.
Saints are, man, who that?
Let's do Falcons-Jets.
Falcons.
I'm going to have to go with Jets. I'm going to have to go with the Jets.
I believe Matty Ice is going to come back with vengeance, and Julio's going to have about 4 touchdowns.
Julio is back, so I'm going to go with Atlanta. Simply because Julio. Let's talk about that catch. Good.
Ooh.
It was nasty.
Ooh. I'm still going to rock with Jets.
Yeah,
They've been surprising the heck out of me this season. They were supposed to be the 0-16 worst team in the league, and now they're 3-4. Let's do 49ers-Eagles. Eagles. This is not even going to be a game.
Eagles fly.
This is not even going to be a game. I think Carson Wentz just passes all over those men. Panthers-Buccaneers. That's a fun one.
Tampa Bay.
Give me Cam.
Give me Cam. That's what I'm going to say.
I got Tampa Bay.
All right. Texans-Seahawks. That's a tough one.
Legion of
but
Boom.
I'm going to take Legion of Boom. I think the Texans defense they're too hurt.
Seahawks.
I think they're too hurt to do anything. Let's do Cowboys Redskins. That's a fun one.
Give me them boys.
You want the Cowboys?
Give me the boys.
Ooh.
Give me the boys.
I don't know.
Kirk Cousins is playing phenomenal, but give me the boys. Give me the boys. I'll take
That's
the
a
boys.
tough one. That's going to be a close game. That's going to be the toss-up game.
Give me the Redskins.
Give me the Redskins.
Redskins.
Oh, okay.
Give me the
okay,
Redskins. That's a tough game. That's up in the air.
I feel
That's
like I'm
definitely
Bobby
up in the air.
today. Normally Bobby's the one with all the different.
Dallas
answers.
has the
I don't
under
know
right now.
though, man. It's going. This game is hard. I low-key want to go with Dallas, but I don't know. It's hard.
Dallas has the under at 2.5.
I don't know, man.
I got Cowboys.
So upset city if we get it.
I got Cowboys.
Okay.
Steelers Lions. Another good
Ooh,
one.
Another
good one.
Let me go with Pittsburgh.
let me
Let me get the
Pittsburgh-
steal. Let me get the steal.
Pittsburgh,
Kurt.
Black
ranked
and
number
yellow,
2.
black and yellow, black
Yeah,
and
we can't
yellow.
steal.
Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go Steelers too.
Just because
I think-
Le'Veon is back.
Right. And then the Monday Night Football game, October 30th, Broncos,
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Chiefs have the under at 7.5. I
say
agree.
Kareem Hunt
I
gets
think,
off.
I think Kareem Hunt
Gets
goes off.
off.
I think Alex Smith does well. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you can say the Broncos, they have one of the best defenses in the
Their
league.
quar-
Not
their
when you get
quarterback-
shut out. Not when
their
you get shut
quarterback
out by the Chargers.
Their quarterback is
Not when you get
plays.
shut out by the Chargers. So
It's pitiful.
I'm gonna go Chiefs, and I think that's gonna be it.
All right.
So that's a pretty good day. So any other last words? I mean,
no, it's been fun.
I
That was
think
a good one.
that's the end here.
It's good
again,
having Emmitt back here.
yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Emmitt, glad you're back, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Peay, guys, go into the next game, go into this next weekend with confidence.
You remember what I said, guys? You know your job. Play football. Don't worry about nothing else.
What was Bill Belichick saying? Do your job.
Do your job.
That's all you can do
That's
is
it.
do your job.
Do your job.
And that's all you can do. So we're going to go ahead and end it right there.
It's been real.
It's been real. It's been fun.
Real talk.
Is Bobby Horton, Emmitt
Hey.
Thomas, Aaron King. This is Real Talk. Again, one last shout out, WAPX-FM, Clarksville is 91.9. Thank you for letting us use your studios. General Manager Doc V, thank you so much. And Professor Bullis, Steve Sawyers, and everybody behind the scenes helping us with this setup. So, again, we are Real Talk. We'll catch y'all next time.
All
See
right.
y'all.